Hello there, fellow NPCs. I'm Scythe, and today it is going to be a different kind of game altogether. Oh, damn, I need to see now that I need to censor this starting screen as well. Either way, I found this game while I was browsing Reddit, and what I saw was that what appeared to be the main characters was getting mounted by the black dog. Not a black dog, the black dog. That's what I interpreted it as anyway, from English folklore. Yeah, and I thought this is perfect for Halloween-ish times. So I thought this would be a great addition to my Let's Try for October-November. So yeah, with that said, let's go through what the game is about, and then we will start playing the game, right? Let's go. Plot. Transylvania is an erotic horror text-based interactive game. You take the role of Alex, a university student undertaking summer job abroad to finance his studies. An offer as a receptionist at a hotel in a remote mountain village catches your eye, and you decide to go for it. You meet a cast of strange characters and quickly get tangled in a web of supernatural secrets and intrigue. Disclaimers. The game features gender transformation, some spiders, arachnophobia warning, and kinky elements. So yeah, with that said, let's go. Somewhere in Europe. The trip takes longer than expected. At least it feels much longer. You're 22 years old, fresh out of a bachelor's degree in corporate communication, whatever that's supposed to mean, and you're almost broke. An airplane ticket is out of the question. So take the bus to London, where you catch the Eurostar to Paris. It's crowded and not particularly comfortable. You have to wait a couple of hours in Paris before catching the international train from Gare de Lyon, where you settle in a comfortable position in your third-class seat. You feel a little anxious, but hopeful that something better is waiting you out there. Something new. Prepare for the long ride. Before you have too much time to dwell on these thoughts, you spot a handful of rooftop nested among the trees. Arrive at the village. Somewhere in Romania. In any case, you arrive at the village. Am I at the right place? You ask the man, but he shrugs, takes a few paces around the car to stretch his legs, then gets back in and drives off. Still, this has to be it. There are no other villages nearby. After what seems like an eternity of back pain and sweating along the old stony path, the trees thin out on the left and you see a tall ornate gate with metal bars, surrounded by a sturdy iron fence. Examine the gate, examine the fence, look for a way to open the gate. I mean, let's check it out. Let's see what they have here. And is this the number of times I've died or something? I don't know. I mean, you gotta try the doorbell first. After a few seconds, the gate creaks open. Take the path to the manor. Oh, hello, Igor. Character entry updated. The servant. Garden. Entering the garden, you make your way down a crooked road and eventually arrive at a large grey manor built into the hillside. It's several stories high, a central part and two wings with several towers and balconies looming over the mournful landscape. A thought for later. For now, you should just move on. As you approach the main entrance, the front door creaks open and a silhouette of a man emerges from inside, carrying a metal candlestick. You must be Alex. We were waiting for you. Come in. He takes your luggage and disappears inside. Yeah, if it's going to be this misspelled, I'm going to put on an accent. I'm just saying it. Yes, here it is. Mihai, the landlord. Good evening, comes a voice from behind. Startled, you turn around. A young gentleman with a black suit and a golden cane is staring at you under his eyebrows. Yes, I like that actually. He is most of the art is black and white or grayscale, except for this staff, which is golden, just like it said. So that's going to be fun to see what is important, depending on what has color. Mihai Petrescu, the owner of the Crooked Elm, or rather the owner is my father, Vasil Petrescu, who is now too old to manage the business. Very well then, I'll show you to your room. Mihai heads to the staircase and starts climbing, waving you a hand to follow him. Small and simple, your room has the bare necessities: a bed, a wardrobe, a desk, and a chair. A single window is looking out to what you expect is the back garden. There is also a nightstand with a drawer and a lamp, candlestick, and an inkwell on top. Power seems to go out pretty often. You wake up refreshed. Your hard mattress and a simple cover providing surprisingly good sleep. Dining hall. After some searching, you find the dining hall on the ground floor, near the reception. It's a spacious room lined with tall windows, creating the illusion of a glass wall looking towards the garden. The light that stems in is a dirty grey, and while a little melancholic, you don't find it unpleasant. You look at the antique chairs and tables, wondering if they're fully functional or just for decoration. Sit. Today I cook. What do you want? The servant's face peers through an opening in the opposite wall, complete with a metal counter and stacks of plates. Nice to meet. I Eonut, he grins at you. Hello, Eonut. I'm Alex, you reply. There is an awkward pause. So, start tomorrow. Yes. What do I have to do? Several things. First, stay at reception. The whole day. From 6 to 10. 6 to 10? That's 16 hours. No, only 4 hours, he corrects you. 6 in the afternoon. You look at Eonut confused. Nobody comes early. Guests come, they sleep, they go. That explains why they pay so low. But I have a lot of free time, so that's not too bad. Visit the village, and from what I can see, it will take 60 minutes. We've already wasted time here because it was 12 early, I saw. So visit the village. Yes, 15:59. You know that the village isn't much, but it's still your closest link to civilization, so you force yourself to do the hour walk downhill, trying not to think that you'll have to climb back up again. Hidden in between two massive stone houses, the antique shop is a sort of extension linking its neighbors, making you think that some sort of small critters that saw an empty space and decided to dwell there. Antique Boutique. A young woman has appeared behind the counter, looking at you with a mischievous smile. At first glance, she appears no older than yourself, probably in her early 20s. Her hair is dark and curly, with a tinge of violet. Her skin, flawless and pale like marble, and her green eyes. Is that a hint of jello? Peers straight through you with a wild feline stare. Feline stare, okay, thank you for that. See something that you like? She purrs at you. What? But you need something. Oh yes, I can sense that you need something. Something to keep you safe. Something to keep you fresh. Before you can react, she wraps it around your wrist, tying it with a little knot. You look down and notice that you now have a new bracelet. Thanks. Don't mention it, she smiles and swishes her tail. You blink a couple of times and look again. Of course, the shop owner has no tail, only a combination of light and shadows behind that must have tricked your eye. So, what do I owe you? Oh, it's a present. I'm not sure I can... Take it and leave. You leave the village behind, your head filled with more questions than answers. Who dish now? Who dish? You descend to the second floor, the velvet carpet muffling your footsteps. Even in the cold light of the morning, the manor looks shadowy and unwelcoming. The dust hanging in the air like thick goo. To your surprise, one of the doors on your right opens and a woman walks out in the hallway, walking towards you without a sound. Oh, you see these dots over here? Those are probably... she's probably a spider queen of some sort. She is tall and dark, her ebony skin and short black hair reflecting the light with an almost metallic sheen. However, what is most peculiar about her are her proportions. Her head is small and thin, her stick-like arms flail around her equally thin torso, which is covered with a tight leather jacket. And still, despite the slim and skinny upper section, under her waist, her body bulges into an entirely different shape. Her ass, round and protruding, is almost a separate entity altogether, occupying, you genuinely wonder, almost as much space as the rest of her. Yeah, massive ass, huh? A tiny... This is the abdomen of the sputer. You must be the new maid. My room requires assistance. I'm not a handmaid. Darling, don't make a fuss. Names are irrelevant. What's important is the job. My room is number 28. Now be a darling and clean it up. The first thing that strikes you is the silk. The sheets on the bed, the curtains on the windows, the tablecloth, even the carpet is made from a silvery, silky, smooth material that gives the place an overall light greyish tone. It feels like stepping in some eerie dream. There is a bed, queen-sized and surrounded by drapes of the same silvery cloth. It reminds you of exhibits you've seen at museums of the old royalty. There's also a small round table, a wardrobe and a giant mirror. You take a brush and carefully dust the mirror, until the grey surface returns to its original shine. As you stare into the cold reflection, you catch a faint glimpse of something just beyond, a distant vision that flashes just for a second, and then it's gone. Am I imagining things? Turn away from the mirror. In a slow, dreamlike state, you pick up the dead branches. What am I doing? And the ragged dolls, why are these here? In a big black bag. How did I get here? And then bury them in the back garden. Why did I go there? In the end, the room looks much cleaner. Just having breakfast with an old friend. No cause for worry. It's much more romantic this way, don't you find? Although it would be better with a grand chandelier. But unfortunately, the power is still down. Speaking of which, have you any intention of going down to the village today? Probably. Splendid. In that case, you wouldn't mind buying some fuel for the generator, I hope. This should be enough to cover your expenses plus some extra for doing me a favor. Try to find yourself some clothes, Mr. Reed. You represent me now. A new silhouette enters the room. You immediately identify the bizarre outline of the black woman you met earlier. Bits of the conversation make their way to you, but it's too low and jumbled to make any sense. What does it say? Yeah, my children will. Yes, that's right. Safe place. Host. New host very soon. I'll see what I can do. It will be arranged for your brood. Oh. Quietly and without looking at your host, you finish eating. Since we're out of power, Mihai told me to fetch some fuel for the generators in the basement. I see. Unit takes the keyring and hands you one of the keys. Bring back when you're done. After a bit, your friend pops out, carrying with her 2 sets of costumes that she hangs on a nearby rack. 100? That's not too expensive for such good quality, and an antique no less. Pay and leave. Holy crap, how did that? I've been gone the entire day? What the hell? Yeah, what the hell exactly? With a racing heart, you run through the village and reach the stream. With no idea what's going on, getting back to the manor seems to be the best option. That's not right. What the hell is that? The road is dark and barely distinguishable, even under the full moon. If you hadn't already walked it a number of times, you'd be long lost. The forest, the black and forbidding, is eerily quiet, save for the wind blowing between the pines. Then there is another sound, the distant howling of wolves somewhere to the east. You're acutely aware of just how dangerous the path can be at night. You should have never stayed this late at the village. But damn, the time flew impossibly at the antique shop. Suddenly you catch something with the corner of your eye, a blurry movement between the trees on the other side of the stream. Curiosity, however, is topped by the voice of caution, and your pace quickens, not waiting to see what is lurking about. As you turn a corner on the road, a few hundred feet farther upstream, you see a silhouette of a man blocking the way. When it's barely a few feet away, you can see that this thing is half human, half wolf, wearing the torn remnants of clothes through which fur and claws protrude. It emits a low growl, and you peer up straight into the flaming yellow eyes and a giant drooling jaw. Well, shit! A scream and a few steps is all you manage before the monster leaps on top of you and pins you to the ground, its jaw sinking into the back of your neck. It's a small mercy that your spine breaks, stopping the agony, but leaving you helpless, observe on the ground beneath you in growing puddle of blood, accompanied by the spasms and jerks of your body as the beast feeds on your flesh. Slowly, the world fades into darkness. You have learned a new secret, a thing in the forest. New character entry added to journal. Fades into darkness. Thinking back, the thing in the forest, a werewolf. Thinking back, you had a decent life, for what it's worth. When you were little, wow, holy crap, it's moving. Your mother always said to stay where you want to succeed. Crap. Your first pet died when you were 16. Fuck off! In school you were only a brilliant student, but you with decent grades. Total and complete darkness. It's cold. The silence is deafening. Suddenly a droplet of warmth appears, a lonely flame in a world of ice. It's close, very close. Your right hand begins to pulse. No, not the hand. It's your wrist. It's getting warmer, slowly but relentlessly. The flame is getting stronger, burning harder. You feel like you're being pulled deeper and deeper into the unknown. A vast darkness that is filled with undescribable knowledge and sensations. It feels like you've been here before. You know this darkness, and it knows you. The flame on your wrist explodes and envelops you. You are being pulled towards the center where your body and mind are consumed in a disintegrating orb of fire. I guess I died. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. What was that, a dream? Hallucination? Drugs? How the hell am I alive? It was also real. You rise in your bed and toss the covers aside. There is an immediate and profound sensation that something is off. Then apprehension strikes. Your body is different. Smaller waist, leaner, hairless legs. You raise up your hands. They're similar, but definitely different. Smaller, more delicate. Your gaze falls down upon a pair of mouse bulging your pajamas. You shoot out of bed and into a small bathroom attached to your chamber, where a strange new face is looking at you in the mirror. You concentrate on your features. They have shifted around in slight but important ways, crafting the face of a young, beautiful woman staring with an open jaw and wide, terrified eyes. Stumped in shock, you fall a few steps back. I have become a girl. You descend to the second floor, the velvet carpet muffling your footsteps. One of the doors on your right opens and a woman walks out in the hallway. What is most peculiar about her are her proportions. Wait! I remember this. You blink fast, fighting with your headache and confusion. You must be the new maid. Now, don't make a fuss, go and take care of my room. As you stare into the cold reflection, you catch a faint glimpse of something just beyond. A distant vision that lingers just beyond the veil. Peer into the vision! Arrgh! As your eyes adjust to the unnatural sheen, a vision begins to emerge from the other side. You see yourself in the mirror, but there seems to be something wrong with your reflection. In the mirror, you are dressed in a black robe, delicate like a silk, flowing gently around your body. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Two hands emerge from the darkness behind, tenderly gripping your reflection by the throat and lifting your chin up in a submissive position. You feel a cold shiver run down your spine. Turn away from the mirror. Calm down, princess. I only saved your life. You're welcome, by the way. She gives you a little smirk. Wait, you remember? Everyone else has forgotten. You're in the middle of a temporal loop. Your life ended but was reset back. You're still in the loop because you haven't bypassed the time of your previous death. So all that I have to do is not die. So what does this have to do with me being a woman? Yes, it's mostly used by demons, particularly succubi. Since you were so different, the charm had to make adjustments to make you compatible. If you activate the loop again, you'll probably get another dose of transformations. Visit the inn. Ah, visitor, please miss, come inside. You raise an eyebrow, but not to the fellow. Things really are different when you're a woman, huh? A quirky old woman is sitting in the far corner of the room. Your eyes meet and she raises her tankard in your direction, sending you a toast. Intrigued by the old woman, you get up and walk over to her table. Oh, a fresh face, and what a wee thing you are, dear. Will you come to my farm and give an old gran a hand with a few things? I promise it won't take long. Would you like a cup of tea, dear? Not waiting for your answer, the old woman puts a kettle on the stove, throwing in a pinch of this and that from various jars. Something doesn't feel quite right. You stumble to the side, the world's starting to spin. Your body feels hot and somehow heavy, heavier than it's ever been. You pant heavily, starting to sweat. The grass feels cool and soft in your palms. It's so green, so fresh, so juicy. You're walking down on all fours through the yard. This way, dear. A kindly voice reaches your ears. An old woman is holding the door to the barn open for you. Your body continues to grow hot and you feel a tingling sensation on the top of your head as two small horns begin to pop up. With every step you feel your hips become thicker and larger. The base of your spine extends from your back as a short fluffy tail begins to dangle between your legs. Climb onto the stand. Yeah, okay, I see. Squeezing a stream of milk into a bucket below. With the corner of your eye, you see the old woman grab a wooden cup and dip it into the bucket, then bring it to her lips. She tilts her head back, swallowing the entire cup in a few mighty gulps. When she looks at you again, her face is completely different. Younger and stronger, with an iron smile and piercing gaze. Thank you, dear. This is exactly what I needed. It's getting late. I need to get back. Horrified, you start running uphill. Oh no, not you again. Last thing you feel is your bracelet getting warmer before the darkness takes you. And it's still Monday. You slowly wake up. Your eyes are wide and open at the familiar view of your room's ceiling. The dark mist in your mind slowly disperses. You're not as shocked as the first time, but the experience is still bizarre. So I really am rewinding time. Examine yourself. Why am I in pieces? Yep, still a woman, although you have short dark hair and an androgynous looking face with small lips, a shy smile, and rectangular nerdy glasses hiding on your deep dark eyes. Your face is somewhat prettier than before, rounded and more feminine, with soft, inviting lips and elegant eyelashes. Okay, so I am split up into 3 parts because different parts will change depending on what's happening to me. Okay, let's go. 3rd time's the fucking charm, ain't it? Listen, you were here before, and let's not fool ourselves, you will be here again. I can't help keep selling you stuff over and over again with money that just vanishes out of existence. But you get your stuff back, you protest. The world is reset, everything is back to normal. That's a simplistic view that is ultimately false, for reasons I don't have the time to get into. If there are only dark beads left, when you die, you die. But for now, you should be fine. Is there any way to recharge it? You swallow hard. Of course there is, don't be silly. You know how succubi feed, right? You know it. Well, there you have it. Shouldn't really be a problem. Ooh, look at that. Let's see what would fit you. Ooh, look at that! Butler uniform. -4 lust. Ooh. +5 sanity. That would be... Oh, my sanity is back. What the hell? How did that happen? +1 desire for servitude. +2 pragmatism. I don't know what that word means. Main outfit. +4 lust. And that's one -4 lust. +1 submissive. +2 submissive. No submissive there. +3 desire to servitude. +1 desire for servitude. Devil's gown. +8 lust, -10 sanity, +2 submissive, +1 dominant, +1 bestial affection, +1 occultism, +morbid fascination, +1 masochism, +1 sadism. Jesus. You carefully slip into the maid outfit, gazing at your reflection in the mirror. It looks sexy. It looks quite sexy and alluring. What is this? You ask in awe, as the material flows like a waterfall in your hands, changing color and texture. The devil's gown is an item of master seduction. It takes the appearance of whatever would influence the person you're with. Ooh! Occultism, pragmatism. Pragmatism. Sometimes complicated decision can boil down to a simple solution. If it works, it works. What do you want, doll? I just wanted to... He eyes you up and down with a critical look. Are you here looking for a good fuck? What? No! Then scram off, will you? I'm busy. Approaching the counter, you take a closer look at the lonesome figure. A man in his early 30s with a bushy beard and the dark sunken eyes. He's wearing plain clothes and doesn't seem to pay much attention to the rest of the clientele. Buy him another drink. Jesus, I'm gonna die again. Damn it, not this again! And you die. And shit is changing again. Okay, so yeah, this is the new history that is being happening to my body. This is the new me, the time loop thing. Oh. The gentle seeds of corruption. Examine yourself. Yeah, something had changed, right? Oh, yeah, my cups have increased. I have bigger boobs. But now it seems a little bigger. You have a pair of cute little B cups. You have an average or slightly athletic looking butt. I look very professional in this outfit, certainly what my high wanted. You know what you owe her, so you can lean in and whisper 2 secrets in her ear. She nods and smiles, her face showing no emotion. Did she already know this? You can't really tell. I'll be right back, my darling, don't go anywhere. He kisses you again and gets up from the table, following the other man. Things are going a little faster than anticipated, but perhaps it's for the best. I just have to get this over with, it's not like I really want it. While you wait for Lavius to return, you're left alone. Oh, damn. I don't know what time it is. I'm too drunk. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna give me life, though, hopefully. Welcome to my lair, love, says Lavius, taking you by the hand and leading you down. The password. New location of the laboratory. Ooh! Oh no, is he like a mad scientist? There seems to be a strange, faint sound coming from inside. A sort of slimy, wet, slithering interrupted by... Was that a moan? Is there someone in there? You point to the door. The sound seems to be fade as quickly as they came. Perhaps they were never there at all. We're perfectly alone, my dear. Just the 2 of us. Nothing to worry about. Come on. We're almost there. It's a long kiss, a demanding kiss that takes everything you got and gives you nothing back. Your body grows even harder. Lust flaring between your legs. He pushes you onto the bed. You land flat on your back, the satin sheets cushioning your fall, his hands tearing apart your clothes, and he descends lower in the flurry of desire. What are you? He silences you with another brute kiss, completely shredding your butler's uniform to pieces. Damn it! Ooh, kinky. A fleeting hesitation crosses your mind. Should you really be doing this? You've barely just met. Let him tie you up. I want you. He's submissive too. That looks bad. Time for the main event, my dear. Moan helplessly. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, he's a vampire too, of course. Kind of missed what was going on up here. Sending an immediate wave of pleasure through your body. His teeth sinks into the side of your neck, puncturing your artery. Your head spins. He starts sucking. There is no pain. And I died. Relationship changed. Yeah, exactly. It went back to nothing. Your mother always used to say that you should go out more, that if you stayed at home, that it would never amount to anything much in your life. You had almost no friends, except for Linda, the other class introvert that tagged with you in most fortunate circumstance. In school you were never the most brilliant of students, but you go back with okayish grades. Now, this time we're going to learn the name of our guest. Damn it. Oh, I got to keep it, finally! That's good. Good. Is there any other way that can make myself useful around here? Oh, look at that. Because I have occultism too, I get to ask a special question. Mr. Petrescu, I've been meaning to ask you something. Ionut always takes forever with the dishes. I'm sure a helpful hand would brighten his day. Offer to help him with the dishes. Okay, this is creepy. He's hella tall. Don't worry, I got this, you blurt out, rushing to replace the unit at the sink. He gives you an odd stare as you snatch the wet dishes from his hands and get to work. Some time passes while you work together, him giving you the dirty dishes and taking away the clean ones, while you slave away at the sink. A couple of times he brushes past you and you feel his large, strong body against your petite figure. It seems the black woman isn't here. Perhaps you can try again later in the afternoon. I see. Taking a flight of stairs down, you emerge in a second hallway. Now that you're not drunk, you can take the time to properly look around. Further down the hall there is also another door, which is black with a silver handle. As you approach, you are suddenly filled with a sense of dread and excitement. Oh, there's something about this door. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it makes you uneasy. Enter. Well, damn.
Here in Arkham, tentacles get into everything eventually.
You press the handle and open the door. The room is dimly lit compared to the hallway, and it takes your eyes a few moments to adjust it and make out the shapes inside. When they do, you stop in your tracks, your heart pounding in your chest. Oh my god. There is a woman kneeling on the floor. Her arms are up, shackled and chained to a metal hook on the roof. You consider breaking the spell that she's under. From what I've read, it shouldn't be too complicated. Occultism 3. Try to free the woman from the spell. The cannons are now all out and you can notice a change in the behavior of the tendrils. They seem a little more erratic and twitchy, compared to their smooth and elegant pace before. The only thing left is to break the pentagram. Your feet, save the cheerleader, save the world. Dude, that's, heroes. Totally welcome, by the way, for saving you. You gesture broadly at the room, pointing at her chains, the pentagram on the floor, and all the candles. Oh, this is silly. I was just doing a bit of training. You tell her how you came to the Crooked Elm, about your first death, the changes that followed. You tell her about how you met Lavius and how he eventually took you to his lair. The girl listens to you attentively, without interrupting until you're done. It seems like you got yourself in quite a tangle, sis. Yeah, I can't seem to catch a break. That's because you're making it hard for yourself, sis. You can't deny the part of you was very excited to watch the Tentacles tease Sabrina. I suppose I can see the appeal. You could feel the appeal too, if you ask nicely. She winks at you. So, did you make up your mind? Accept Sabrina's offer. Perhaps there are a few things that I could learn from you. That's the spirit. You get to where she is standing, then kneel on the floor in front of her. Very good, she says, patting you on the head. You're a natural now, your reward. She leans down and kisses you. You place a hand on the back of her head, giving into a wild and passionate kiss as your tongue mingle from mouth to mouth. After a few seconds, Sabrina pulls away, looking down at you and gives you a slap across the face. You started well, but don't get ahead of yourself, sis. You must be obedient and let your dom decide what they want. Well, I do know you need to ask for permission. I don't like this stuff, but I know the basics. That's unfortunate. Did we grow horns here? You have done well, Alexandra. There is much potential in you. Come, let me help you get up. I'll be waiting for you next time. This makes you pause and think. If I die and reset, I'm not sure I will be able to find you again. Good point, Jonas. Luckily for you, I may have just a solution. You need to become intertwined with me. Ooh! Ooh, I see. Here you go. Intimidated, you dare not disobey her. She turns around, a big metal needle in her hand. Grabbing your left nipple, with a swift movement, she pierces it. I mean, I know that's how it's done, but needles. You see a small piercing on your breast. It's a special one. Now we're linked, she replies to your silent question. New body mods acquired. Tendency increase. Submissive. That's what that is. Submissive. And we start running back. Walk faster. We're gonna die. No, we are not strong enough. And I died again. Feat unlocked, serial victim. The gentle seed of corruption. What the hell was that? Gentle seed of corruption. What was that though? Save the cheerleader, save the world. Utterly surprised. Serial victim. Are you doing this on purpose? Ah, I've died 10 times. That's what that means, I guess. Have I died 10 times? No, that can't be true, have I? Dang it. But yeah, we haven't even started chapter 2 yet. And I am just bad at surviving. Now we have piercings. Damn, I'm hot now. The corridors are silent except for the muffled creaking of the wooden floor. You search your head, feeling uneasy. For some reason, you get the feeling that someone is watching you. Occultism 3. Attempt a supernatural investigation. Ooh, let's go. You already have enough proof that logic is not always the best answer. Perhaps there is a deeper reason for the unsettling feeling in your gut. You close your eyes and let your intuition guide you. I know you're there, you mumble to the air. Ever so subtly, something moves in the corner of your eye. The shadows in the corner are ever so slightly different. You take a deep breath and try to calm your racing heart. You're not sure how to deal with this situation. There's still so much you don't know about the ways of the arcane. Perhaps it's better to return when you do. Return to the reception. Okay, so we're going to find a way to interact with it when we know more occultism. Although wild and thorny, some of the thistles have a vivid purple colors which give them a kind of savage beauty. You could pick some. Flowers added to inventory, new location, the garden. Okay. Confused what to do? Why don't you have a drink at the inn? Clear your head. Are you sure this is the time to be drinking? I'm fighting for my life here, Mr. Bird. Caw, I am absolutely positive. In fact, you should be drinking with others. Get drunk, have fun, let loose, let a real loose, girlie. Real good loose. The raven gives you a surprisingly dirty look at doing a strange movement with its talons. I think I should get going, okay? So we were supposed to be with the guys, strange guys, who told us to fuck off because we didn't want to fuck them. Wasn't that the thing? Your gaze falls on a small round table with a vase. The flowers have been dead for such a long time that their brittle leaves are crumbling into dust. I may have just the thing. From the corner of your eye, you catch some movement and the dark woman emerges, almost out of nowhere. What are you doing here? She cocks her head sideways at an almost unnatural angle. I brought you some flowers. You get out a handful of fresh thistles you picked from the garden and place them in the vase, taking away the crumbling remains of the previous batch. They look nice. Do you like them? She circles around you, moving in strange sideways motions. I do. Strike a conversation. I've come to seek a home for my children, so he's going to pull some strings to get them a job, perhaps here at the hotel. The dark woman blinks her perplexed. Not a job, a home. Yeah, I get it, just like me. You laugh nervously. That's the good thing about working at a hotel, right? You get a bed and a roof, and even have breakfast. The woman blinks again and continuously to circle around you. Discover the name of the woman with the green glasses. Jesus, that's why I came here. The fuel for the generator can wait. The village isn't going anywhere. You could always return later in the day. Or even tomorrow. Mihai would probably understand. After all, he didn't give you a deadline or anything. Oh, didn't he? Wait at the reception to begin work. Patiently wait. Your mind wanders off to the events of the day. A lot has happened and it's overwhelming to try to wrap your head around all of it at once. You remember that Mihai had asked you to fix the generator. Was that important? You're not sure. The dim candles barely illuminate the dark interior of the Crooked Elm. Perhaps with electricity back things would be different. Perhaps not. You can try to fix it tomorrow. Patiently wait. How do I put it? It's hard. Elise places a sympathetic hand on your shoulder. Yes. It's not easy to be a woman. Even more so mother. Do you have offspring? You pull back the thought of hitting you with an anvil. I couldn't, could I? I mean, this is a whole thing. It's only temporary, right? The thought makes you feel invulnerable. It's scary, but also a little exciting. Children terrify me. I could never be a mother. I guess I could be a mother one day. Let's not scare her away. I suppose that one day I could. Trail off, trying to regain your composure. Oh yes, you should. It's such a wonderful feeling. You would look very good all filled up and round, girl. It's only natural. Her touch feels good and you struggle to contain the growing heat in your nether regions. Don't resist. Let's have some fun here. You close your eyes, succumbing to her embrace. Her green lips plant a kiss on your neck and you feel her fangs bite down on your skin. The pain lasts only for an instant, followed by a wave of warm pleasure that further relaxes all of your muscles. My dear, how many children do you want to have? I hear humans typically have only one or two, but you could have an entire legion. Something in her last words sends a chill down your spine and you abruptly snap out of it. I really should be working right now. Elise looks disappointed. Such a shame. We could have so much fun. I shall leave you to your duties, but you can come to my room anytime. She walks away, leaving you panting and flustered, with a strange light-headedness. Patiently wait. Submissive 5. Just as you decide to rest your eyes for a moment, the front door creaks open. A bit wet for a walk, isn't it, Ionut? It is the perfect time for gardening, Miss Alexandra. Soil is soft. Would you like to come? Fishing for worms, Miss Alexandra. Worms for fishing? You mean? You want to gather earthworms for bait? You will see. Satisfied with the result, Ionut puts his shovel aside and produces what looks like a fishing string with a hook at the end. He then takes a severed finger out of his pocket, forces it on the hook, and lowers the hook into the hole. You rub your eyes. The scene feels surreal. Yeah, it's just a severed finger. You don't really care about that, do you? After a few seconds, there is a slimy, slithering noise coming from the hole. You see the string vibrating. Ionut pulls it out, along with a black, wiggling mass wrapped around the end. Pass the bucket. You hand it to him and he shakes the black mass over it, letting the worms fall inside. Would you like to try? Just as you are ready to question the nature of your activity, you feel a sudden and hard pull on the string. You have to grasp the rod with both hands to make sure it doesn't slip into the grave. Hold steady. Now pull! You pull it back up, rising a black swiggling mess out of the ground. Up close you can see the worms are long and thick, with pitch black slimy bodies. Oh, they dropped all over me. You swing the strings towards the bucket, but your movement is too abrupt and a few worms fall off, splashing directly into your cleavage. There's no way to pull them out one by one. You need to remove your butler's uniform for that. Undress to get the worms out. You start removing your garments one by one until you are left completely naked from the waist up. From a few feet away, Ionut is giving you a look. But right now, you have more pressing matters. Trying not to be squeamish, you begin removing the worms one by one. You shake the worms out of your clothes and get dressed again. Ionut seems unfazed by the whole affair and gets back to fishing for worms without saying a word. Oh, yeah, there we go. Finally, 10 p.m. Your shift is almost over and you begin to think about your coming dinner when suddenly there is a sharp knock on the door. Before you can react, the door opens and a hooded man steps in. He takes off his hood, exposing his face. Rough, unshaven, dark, sunken eyes looking at you with an impenetrable stare. There's something weird about his face, though. Something familiar that you can't quite put your finger on. While distant alarm bells keep ringing in your mind, the man approaches the desk. I'm hungry, he growls in a low voice. Right this way, sir, you reply, pointing towards the dining room. With the windows sealed off and all the candles out, the dining hall is in a pitch-black darkness. You make a few steps forward and hit your toe on the top foot of the table. Ouch, damn it, let me just... You make your way down through the blackness, cussing and complaining, until you reach one of the boarded windows, peeling off the blockage. A ray of moonlight penetrates the room, illuminating the chairs and tables and falling on your guest's terrified face. No! The man convulses, clenching his stomach with both hands, in his expressions contorting in agony. His limbs begin to grow, thick black fur sprouting from his skin, his jaw morphing and extending forward. The guest. Awoo! The darkness takes you. You have learned a new secret. The guest. And I died again. I didn't even get to survive my first day. What the hell? So I had to find the fuel in order to even survive. Motherfucker! Ah! And that will be it for this video. I have already played over 5 hours because I was having unrealistic expectations. I have played games like this before, not the erotic kind, but choose your own adventure types of games. I have. And they are always slow like this. But that also means that as long as you are not trying to reach the end right away, you're actually taking your time, you're going to see so much. It's going to be a great experience in a completely different way. It's still Monday. Yeah, I didn't even get to pass the day. God damn it. But yeah, something that I realized as I was playing this is that if you're a game developer, you really should be playing games like this. Choose your own adventure. If you are a visual novel game developer, that is. Any kind of developer, really, actually. Because in Choose Your Own Adventures, there are so much text. You need to, because a lot of people I have realized are relying too much on the visual aspects. They are not using their words to convey what is happening. It's the same thing when you compare comics to text-only books, where the pictures in the book is telling you what is going on as well as the text. But I do feel that people don't really have the skill to tell great stories yet, not all of them. So trying to do this is a great thing to do, or read games like this would be great in order to fully realize what is going on in your own story. My tips is, even if you don't want to play this one, you should try to play some Choose Your Own Adventure games and just learn from how things are written. That will be it for today's episode. Just how many sexy stuff did we have? 3? Let's see. I swear it was an accident. Yeah, right. We stripped in front of Eonut. I've had a bad end. No, I haven't had any bad ends yet. Okay, good. Witches and maidens. I stripped in front of Eonut. I have died quite a few times. We saved the Shira leader, and we were milked. And then we were also having sex with Lavius. Right. So 4 things, I would say. Yeah. But as I said, thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Joseph, for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. If you guys want to help me out, you can do so by clicking the link down in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.